I used to think evil wore a ski mask. I thought it crept in the dark and came with warning signs. Turns out, sometimes evil wears a wedding band and takes you to dinner. It was our 12th wedding anniversary, dim lights, soft music, white linen tablecloths. He reached across the table and said, "To forever." And that's when I saw it. A tiny silver packet slip from his sleeve. His fingers moved fast, and my drink fizzed ever so slightly. My smile never wavered. My heart did. Because in that moment, I realized something terrifying. The man I loved was trying to drug me. And from that moment on, I stopped being the wife. I became the woman he'd never see coming. Like more heartfelt stories like this. New stories are waiting for you here every single day. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. The first night passed peacefully. I cooked, read by the fireplace, and settled in like it was my own. He always insisted on ordering for me. "Trust me," he'd say. "I know what you like." I used to find it charming. I thought it meant he cared. But that night, something felt off. His hands trembled when he poured the wine. His eyes didn't meet mine when I asked about work. He laughed too hard, too fast. Then I saw it, the quick slip of a packet from his sleeve. A practiced gesture, like he'd done it before. A flick of the wrist. A faint fizz in my rosé. I blinked, pretending I didn't notice. I excused myself to the restroom and stood in the mirror, trying to breathe. Why? Was it to rob me? Cheat on me? Silence me? No. This wasn't the beginning of something wrong. It was the end of something I should have seen long ago. I pulled out my phone, texted my sister 2 words. "It's happening." Then I walked back to the table and raised my glass. I returned from the bathroom, calm and collected. My drink sat untouched. His was half gone. He smiled nervously. "Everything okay?" I smiled back. "Perfect." As he looked away to flag the waiter, I leaned forward and swapped our glasses. Fast. Smooth. Like I'd practiced it 100 times in my mind. He turned back just as I settled into my seat. He raised his glass, the one he'd meant for me, and drank. 3 sips. 4. Then he blinked, slowly. "Did I ever tell you," he slurred, "that I knew you'd never see it coming?" I blinked. "See what?" "That you'd be so easy." He chuckled to himself, swaying slightly in his chair. "I already transferred the money this morning," he continued. "Power of attorney came through last week. After tonight, you'd just be gone." I felt cold. My ears rang. But I didn't interrupt. I let him speak. He had no idea what I'd done. I had found the documents weeks ago. He'd been careless. He never knew I had memorized his lawyer's number, or that I'd hired a forensic accountant behind his back. He definitely didn't know I'd been documenting everything, from his late-night calls to the fake business trips in hotels just 5 miles from our house. But the worst part? I discovered he'd tried this before. Twice. Both women, his previous partners, were declared mentally unstable before they disappeared from his life with nothing. One was now institutionalized. The other was never found. Back at the table, his face began to droop. His words slurred into silence. His body sank into the chair. "Feeling okay, honey?" I asked sweetly. He blinked up at me. His eyes didn't register much anymore. I leaned forward. "Don't worry. It's not poison," I whispered. "Just something to loosen your lips and your memory." I tapped my phone, which had been recording everything. Then I signaled the waiter. "Could we get the check? And also call an ambulance? My husband isn't feeling well." He woke up in a hospital room with 2 detectives at his bedside. Turns out, when your wife walks into the police station with hours of recordings, financial transfers, emails, and video footage, they actually listen. He was arrested for attempted spousal harm, fraud, and conspiracy. His accounts were frozen. His lawyer disbarred. And me? I walked away with my home, my dignity, and every shred of truth I had fought to reclaim. People ask me all the time, why didn't you just leave? I wish it were that simple. But when you're gaslit, manipulated, and erased piece by piece for years, you don't leave. You survive. So no, don't judge me for what I did. Judge the man who thought I wouldn't fight back. Judge the system that nearly let him get away with it. As for me, I'm done surviving. Now, I live.